As I've talked about before, INFJs are one of the rarest personality types to exist. I'm sure you've seen a lot of INFJs on Facebook or other forums, and that's simply because that's where they feel most at ease. They frequently feel pretty strange in real life. They usually feel as if they do not belong in the world. INFJs feel as if they don't belong anywhere. But why is that? Why exactly do INFJs feel so out of place and weird? Stay tuned till the end of the video because that's what I'm talking about today. Also, I suggest you watch till the end of the video if you're not an INFJ because trust me, your INFJ friends want to be understood, and watching this video will be a huge step towards understanding them a little better. Let's get into it. Welcome to Success for Breakfast, where I'm serving up brain food made simple. Hit that subscribe button to get the latest videos created to give you the tools to level up your life. Starting things off for us today is INFJs are always lost in their head. Don't be distracted. Focus on the facts. Don't overthink everything. These are all sentences an INFJ hears on a daily basis from everyone around them, and it becomes one of the main reasons they feel so weird and out of place. It's because of their most dominant function, introverted intuition. Because of that, INFJs focus a lot on the future. Moreover, they tend to focus on a lot of patterns and hidden meanings behind everything. They often wonder, why are things the way they are, or why does this person act the way they do? These are all questions that roam around an INFJ's head constantly, but because of that, they tend to lose touch with the present. They tend to lose touch with the facts and everything going around them. And when they're asked to, or they have to get more in touch with the present moment and not immerse themselves in their introverted intuition, they can come off as stressed and overwhelmed. When that happens, they think they're weird. INFJs think people around them are judging them, which isn't really the case. Number 6 today on why INFJs feel so weird is INFJs are extremely private. Another quality of the introverted intuition function is their need for privacy. INFJs always tend to keep their feelings and emotions private, and that's the case even with the people very close to them. But at the same time, they're extremely great listeners, and many people feel safe around them. Even though that can be a huge advantage, it becomes one of the reasons INFJs feel so weird. It's because they do always want to share their feelings with people, but they just can't. On the other hand, they always see other people sharing their thoughts and feelings with them, even the people they aren't too close to, and that makes them feel very out of place. Don't get me wrong, they love to hear people venting and they love to help them with their problems, but still, when strangers they don't know too well come to them with their problems, but they can't even go to the people closest to them, that can make them feel weird. INFJs feel like there is something wrong with them, and that's definitely not true, but it does become one of the reasons for INFJs to feel weird about themselves. Next up, at number 5, is INFJs are very sensitive. Just because INFJs don't like to talk about their feelings and emotions, that doesn't mean they don't feel things. They're actually very sensitive. They can take too many things to heart. Sometimes things aren't a big deal to anyone else, but INFJs still get bothered about it. That's especially the case when someone criticizes them. When someone criticizes INFJs even a little, they typically feel attacked and they feel hurt. When something like that happens, they overreact and just go off into their own world. They start overthinking and thinking no one likes them and that they're all alone. Of course, when that happens, they feel out of place, like there's no place for them in the world and that no one is their true friend. However, that's never accurate. In fact, many people that truly care about them get hurt when INFJs think that, but they just don't know how to stop themselves from not thinking about these things. Number 4 today is INFJs are very strict about their values and beliefs. Another thing INFJs think is weird about themselves is the fact that they always want things done a certain way. When it comes to efficiency and perfection, they have extremely high standards. Now, I'm sure you're thinking of one thing. How does that make them feel weird about themselves? Well, you're kind of right. That is a strength, but a lot of the time they tend to get mad at people when they don't meet their standards. And honestly, they go through that a lot. Due to that, INFJs feel like no one else understands how they like things to be done, or no one else understands their desire for perfection. and that's why they end up feeling out of place or like no one else understands them at all. INFJs typically feel like they're weird in a world full of normal people. If you've gotten some value from this video so far, please show your appreciation and hit that like button. That signals YouTube that you think other people could benefit from this video too. Kicking off our top 3 today is INFJs can never openly speak their opinions. Besides introverted intuition, another dominant cognitive function of the INFJ is extroverted feeling. Because of that function, INFJs always want to be in peace and harmony. That means they try to stay away from conflict and avoid it as much as possible. That doesn't just mean they stop others from fighting. That means they actively avoid having fights or arguments themselves too. As a result, this can cause some issues. They never end up speaking about their opinions. INFJs will go along with what others are saying. They do that to avoid any conflicts. But because of that, they also end up feeling like they never get what they want. They always end up questioning themselves. That becomes another reason INFJs feel so weird, especially when they see other people talk about their opinions and their desires so easily. In the runner-up spot is INFJs are not fans of social activities. In a world full of extroverts that enjoy going out all the time, of course an introvert feels weird, right? Every weekend, they see people around them wanting to go out, to amusement parks, to concerts, to parties. Everyone seems to love these activities, but INFJs like to spend most of their free time alone. That's because they are the happiest and the calmest when they're alone with only their company. Even when they do go out to events like these, they see everyone else around them with so much energy and having so much fun. But for INFJs, after a while, they feel drained. They feel like they need to be alone. Because of that, they always feel out of place during social gatherings. Why does no one else need to recharge their social batteries? How does everyone else enjoy going out every other day? All of these questions roam around an INFJ's head and make them question and doubt themselves. Topping our list, and the number 1 reason INFJs feel so weird, is INFJs find it very hard to find the ideal friendship or relationship. Most people find it easy to make friends. Every other day you see them hanging out with a new person. You see them comfortable in everyone's presence. That just becomes a factor for INFJs to feel so weird about themselves. Because for INFJs it's very difficult to find an ideal friend. It can be challenging for them to find someone they can be themselves with or truly be comfortable with. They don't understand how people find friends so easily or how they don't feel awkward in a new person's presence. These things stick in the heads of INFJs and make them feel like they aren't made for this world. But of course, that's never the case. Please keep in mind, none of these factors stay with an INFJ all of their lives. Pretty much every INFJ gains more control over their personality and starts to feel more comfortable in their own skin. And if that isn't the case for you yet, trust me and don't worry, you will get there. What do you think of these reasons INFJs feel so weird? Make sure to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. You've got this, now go get it done. Grab yourself some more brain food to help you level up your life and click on one of the videos on your screen right now.